Sup lads, it's your boy Bandana-Boi, and the New York Knicks just won the NBA championship. Don't worry about this, I got as a gift, so I had to wear it. I don't really have no Knicks merch, but oh my goodness, they won the chip. I don't even have none of my notes up. I don't have none of the scores, because there's a lot I want to talk about. And first, I guess let me talk about the game before I just start talking about the Knicks, their one, Jalen Brunson in particular, and this amazing feat they were able to accomplish. It truly is just incredible. As always, the Spurs start off hot in the first quarter. I saw a stat where in the first quarter, in the finals, the Spurs have a field goal percentage of 57%. In the fourth quarter, that drops down to 34%. That's a 23% decrease. That is insane. That is diabolical. That shouldn't be allowed. I don't know what they are doing, but it is absolutely the pressure of the moment getting to them. But anyway, aside from that stat line, in the very first half, in fact, through the first, no, let's stick to the first half. The Spurs were really dominating. Jalen Brunson, I don't even know what to say in this game. He truly, truly, truly put the team on his back. He had 45 points in the end, and the rest of the team had 49. That is an insane stat. He truly put the team on his back. Cat couldn't score a three. He was in foul trouble early on. They couldn't even play him in the third quarter. They played him in the fourth, and he got fouled out. And no one was hitting shots. Josh Hart with a couple big threes. But even then, the other players, whether it's OG wasn't shooting too well, or Mikael Bridges, he needed help, and no one was helping him. He truly was a one-man army, driving and scoring, driving and scoring, driving and scoring, and not he didn't wilt. He got every single one of the rookie guards in foul trouble by himself. He's just that good. I know it's extremely high Jalen Brunson game, but this was truly a closeout game masterclass by him. There's no other way to describe it. He was so efficient, especially the criticisms through the first two games of the series where he was shooting tour dates. You know, now in the most important game of his life, closing out the game and winning it for the Chimps for winning it for the Knicks for the first time since 1973. And he puts out a 45-point masterpiece. I think he also only had one foul, which is insane. Mitchell Robinson, props to him. He had such a crucial rebound in the end. Like, it's so funny. The last, I think, 40 to 50 seconds of, like, the last 40 or 50 seconds of the game literally lasted 20, 30 minutes just because of the amount of timeouts that were called and the amount of plays and fouls that were drawn. And as always, it's a typical Spurs crumbling moment. They always start off so hot, they play so well, and I thought OG and Cat were in foul trouble. I said this is surely gonna go to a game six. But Jalen Brunson said not on my watch. He put the team on his back, and goodness, there isn't a single thing this guy didn't throw at the other team. He was hitting threes, he was hitting twos, he was hitting almost every single free throw. He is just absolutely insane. And I know I didn't talk about the game much, but let me dive into Jalen Brunson and the Knicks as a whole. The Knicks were the third seed in the East. They weren't the first, they weren't the second, they weren't nowhere near the favorites. Everyone said that whoever wins the West is gonna win the championship, whether it was the Thunder or the Spurs. Well, guess what? The Knicks just wiped them out in four. Aside from the country probably burning down, becoming Gotham City at this point, the parade is gonna be insane. This team is truly the biggest underdog story of all time, and I love it. I love underdogs so 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 much. I'm not a Knicks fan myself, but I just like to watch good basketball, good sports, whatever it may be, and especially I love the underdogs. Jalen Brunson was an outcast in Dallas, and he got traded to the Knicks, and he became. I haven't seen the ceremony yet, so I don't know if they did give him the Finals MVP, but they damn sure should. There is any other player on that team that's more deserving than him. I know in the beginning of the series we were saying that, oh, maybe Cat deserves it more, but after this closeout game, you need to give it to him. There's no other person. He's put so much effort in, and the team as a whole. It feels so wholesome to see three friends from university, Villanova, Mikal Bridges, Josh Hart, and Jalen Brunson, being able to win a chip together in the NBA Finals on the same team. Not to mention that Jalen Brunson's dad is actually one of the assistant coaches for the New York Knicks as well, which just feels like such a wholesome moment. Jalen Brunson was supposed to be nothing. Dallas sold him out for pennies, for nothing. They said he's not gonna amount to anything. He's not gonna become a superstar. And even if he had glimpses, he was never gonna become that go-to guy. And look at him now, at the top of the mountain. And of course, during the series, you can't just talk about Jalen Brunson. You gotta talk about OG. He was the best two-way player ever, hitting almost every single shot, the most efficient, or at least one of the most efficient post-game seasons I've seen ever from him. You know, he wasn't missing shots whatsoever. So efficient, almost 50% from the three, and he was just there when you needed him, defensively and offensively, hitting big game shots. Josh Hart, the hustle plays, those rebounds. You know, when you're 6'6", you're not supposed to be rebounding like that. The amount of offensive rebounds, the amount of second chances he's given his team single-handedly, keeping them alive, is just insane. Carl Anthony Towns completely reshaping his defense and improving his offense after leaving the Timberwolves for Julius Randle, where the T-Wolves just they got tired of Cat. They said, "Oh, we're gonna trade him somewhere else." And then Mitchell Robinson as well, playing such a crucial role in being that like backup center, you know, behind Cat when Cat is in foul trouble. He gave you that good defense. Even if he couldn't shoot threes, he was giving you those screens and he was just helping the team operate. And you even have Jose Alvarado and I forget his name. His name might be like Iman Shumpert, something like that. Again, just really, really, really big players. And I have nothing. I am so happy for the Knicks. I'm genuinely so happy for the Knicks. You know, they should savor this. I don't know if they will be here next year. This is one of the biggest underdog stories of all time. And Jalen Brunson take a bow, son. This is genuinely one of the biggest runs a team has had in NBA history. It is insane. They beat Victor Wembanyama and Jalen Brunson is moving into the fourth quarter. He just gets better. I have never seen a player have more of a clutch gene than Jalen Brunson. It's actually funny. Every time they needed him the most, his team, he showed up. He was there. He said, I got you. Again, this was a pretty low scoring game. It ended like 94-90, if I'm not mistaken. And Jalen Brunson had 45 out of those 94 points. Take a bow, son. Enjoy the parade. And goodness gracious, congratulations to the New York Knicks. Because this was a well fought, great battle. And y'all are absolutely deserving of it. Congrats to y'all. And I don't even know what to say. This is genuinely just peak basketball that I watched. Uh, Unfortunately, I was able to cover the whole series, but this game truly captured the series in the best way possible, where it showed you that New York Knicks overcame adversity, and now they're here once again. Congrats to them. Thank you guys for your time. Tell me who y'all support and what are y'all's thoughts on the Knicks winning the championship. You know, I'm sure Wemby will be here next year, and he'll be even better. And hopefully by then they can actually win the championship. And with that being said, lads, I'm looking forward to looking to what y'all gotta say. And thank you for your time.